Hello everybody and welcome back to another unusual whales tutorial. And in today's tutorial we are going to go over the flow alerts feature. This is a tool that's going to help us identify options, trades with significant volume and repeated hits, giving us the insight into where the smart money might be moving. Today we're going to use real data from Friday's flow to break down what these alerts mean and how you can use them in your trading. So let's just dive straight into it. So before we get into the data, let's quickly cover what flow alerts are. Flow alerts on unusual whales highlights large or unusual options activity in real time, often signaling big players making moves. The alerts will show details like the ticker, strike price, expiration date, bid-ask status, and volume relative to open interest. These details can help you gauge the sentiment and direction for certain stocks. Again, this is what our flow alerts page is going to look like. Now, let's start by looking at some of the flow data for SPY today. We have several alerts here, both for calls and puts, showing us where significant volume is taking place. So the first thing we're going to look at is this SPY $600 call up top. The trade time for this was 4:14. It was on the bid side, and there were 1,609 contracts with 455K in premiums. The bid status is going to indicate buying pressure, suggesting that traders are placing bets on SPY moving higher. The size is significant with 1,600 contracts totaling a premium of 455K, with the volume to open interest ratio is 1.04. Meaning that today's volume is slightly higher than existing open interest, indicating fresh buying. Now, if we look at the put side for SPY right here, we can see there's opposing sentiment at 1610. We have SPY 598 puts here, with about 166K. And this put option has repeated hits. So this is suggesting that there's sustained interest in the contract, and the bid designation tells us there's buying pressure on the put side, potentially indicating bearish sentiment or a hedge. And with a premium of 166 and a volume to open interest ratio of 13, there's a lot of fresh activity here, suggesting strong demand for downside protection. Now, flow alerts aren't just for major indexes. We can also see them for individual stocks. Let's take a look at TLT and Mara, for example. So if we look at TLT here, we have a 92.5 call with an expiration of 11:15, and this alert shows a bid at 124. Volume to open interest ratio indicating fresh buys. The premium is 150K, suggesting a bullish outlook on TLT. And if we look at a Mara call at $19, we can see that this was on the ask side primarily, indicating selling pressure or a willingness to take the trade at the ask price. The volume to open interest ratio is 2.36, meaning there's also strong demand in this contract. So how can you use these flow alerts to build a trading strategy? Here are a few tips for you. Confirm the trend direction. Look for repeated hits in large premium contracts on the bid or ask side, as they often align with overall market sentiment. We can also use volume to open interest ratio, and this high volume relative to open interest shows fresh activity, which is more likely to put impact on price direction. And sector focus. Check the sector column to see if there's concentrated flow in specific sectors like technology or financials, which might indicate broader market moves. To wrap up, the flow alert tool is incredibly powerful for spotting unusual activity in real time. By analyzing bid-ask flow, repeated hits, and volume to open interest ratios, you can gain insight into the sentiment and potential direction of stocks or ETFs. So remember, combine flow data with the other indicators for a stronger strategy. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, and make sure you stay tuned for more tutorials coming in the future. I will see you all in the next one.